Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to do the servicing of this Honda Activa 3G. Guys, if you're doing this activity for the first time, might I suggest reading through the owner's manual of your Activa. It has detailed information on how to do various activities. One is they have the maintenance schedule based on the number of kilometers on the odometer reading or the number of months. Here we have how to change the air filter element, or what Honda calls as the air cleaner. What is the specification of the engine oil, how to drain the engine oil, how to clean the engine oil, strainer screen, how to replace the spark plug, what should be the gap between the spark plug and the electrode, how to adjust the engine idle speed, etc. So this is what I would suggest you go through once. Okay guys, before we proceed to do the oil filter change, you are going to have to put your Activa on the center stand, so it is a lot easier to replace it. On the right side, you will notice where your silencer is located, this bolt right here. This is your drain bolt, your oil drain bolt. So we are going to have to open it. Now it uses a 17 mm socket, but be sure to use a tray for collecting the old engine oil. So I have this tray here. Now, once it is drained completely, what you need to do is use the kicker to kick and drain more oil. And if you can tilt the Activa a bit to the right side, you can see more oil draining. That is about it, guys. So once you've done that, the next thing to do is to clean this bolt here, this drain plug that you see, and replace it back. Ensure that whatever washer is here is in good condition, because if not, you're going to have to replace it. Once you've done that, you can tighten it. There's no need to over tighten it, just hand tightening is sufficient. That's enough. Now the next thing is to clean the oil strainer, which is located on the left side. So let's do that. Okay, so this is the bolt that you have to remove to access the oil strainer. Uses a 17 mm socket, same as that of the drain bolt. So let's do that. Once the cap is out, you can see the spring and the strainer. So this is the oil strainer. Fairly clean, no big deal. Okay, so these are not actually cuts, it's sort of an indent made into the strainer to secure this cap here, so don't mistake it for a broken strainer. You can see some of the oil impurities stuck. So we'll clean this using a discarded toothbrush, and that should be good to go. If the oil strainer on your Activa is dirty, you will have to clean it using petrol. So that should be sufficient. This is, as it is, a clean oil filter. Before inserting it, you will see some impurities. Clean the cavity using a cloth. Okay guys, let's replace the oil strainer back. Now observe the orientation. When you are inserting the strainer, it has to go this way into the cavity. And the second thing is spring. Clean the spring first. Again, orientation. This coil part, this 3-4 coils that you see here, this has to go this way. Okay. Now once you do that, let it be there. Another thing what most people overlook is there's an O-ring here inside. There's a likelihood that the O-ring is broken, in which case your oil can leak despite this socket being tightened. So please ensure that the O-ring is not broken. It costs about 5 to 6 rupees at Honda. If it is broken, go get one, replace it, clean this socket and insert it back. Okay, once you hand tighten it, you can use your 17 socket. That is enough, guys. You don't have to over tighten it. You'll end up stripping the bolt head in case you want to remove it later. Okay guys, the next thing is to renew the oil, pour new oil, that is. So this here is your dipstick and your oil fill port. You're going to have to use a plier to turn it. Now here you will notice, after draining, you have to pour 0.7 liter, 700 ml, right? So we have to pour 700 ml. Now the problem is, commercially available oil in the market, like this one for instance, this is from the Shell. Now this one has 800 ml, you can see here. So what we are going to do is draw 100 ml from this bottle and keep it aside and pour the whole thing back into the crankcase. Let's do that. So that is 100 ml drained from the bottle. Now we know that this bottle contains only 700 ml, so it's easier to pour. Let's do that. The oil inlet port is located in that cavity here. So to pour that, you're going to need a funnel, right? So you can use a kitchen funnel like this, ensure that it is clean, put it inside and then pour the oil. That is it, guys. We have poured 700 ml. A little bit of under pour is okay, but overfill is, I would say, a little dangerous. So please keep that in mind. Now the next thing is to clean the fill port area. Once you have cleaned the fill port, you can clean the dipstick and insert it back. You need to gauge the oil levels. So you can see that the oil is still the maximum level. So let's close this. There's no need to over tighten it, guys. Clean this area. Guys, I just realized that you have a funnel like structure hidden inside the bottle cap here. So you can simply pull this cap out and it will pull out this plastic funnel like thingy. And what you can do is you can use this as a funnel. That's pretty neat of all the manufacturers. I didn't quite realize it. I realized it when I was going to dispose this bottle back. So this becomes a funnel and you can simply pour it like this. So very neat of the manufacturer to provide an integrated funnel like this. So what we'll do is we'll use this to empty the oil back. Guys, this oil is very good as a lubricant for your hinges, for your gate, etc. So you don't have to necessarily pour WD-40. You can keep this at your home, and like sewing machine oil, this is a very good replacement for your hinges and things like that. Okay guys, let's do a start. Beautiful. Now we'll go for a test ride and check for any leaks, and that should be it, guys.